This is the Cabelas Alaskan guide tent, 8-person review. So the tent is already set up. We had it set up out here for this weekend. We had all the tie downs tied on it just because we had some rains and heavy winds on Friday. The windows are open just to show you, everything set up and how big the windows are. It does give a lot of ventilation. It is a 4-season tent. It does get warm inside in the summertime, but it is a heavy construction tent. Very well made. Tape seams. The seams are all triple stitched. The back window here has an access port so you can hand stuff through. The front door here has 3 options to open. The front can come down on it, and that's one option. It velcros and then it clips into here. You have this option, the side door option, same as that one there. So they're all clipped out, or you can unclip them and you can have the whole front open and it won't be an issue. Now inside the tent, a huge floor space. The bathtub floor goes a foot high around the sides, so it gives a lot of waterproof. There's cup holders in all the corners. That makes it a little bit more convenient being inside, so you don't have bottles to trip on and all that stuff. It does have mesh screening in 3 points of the tent in the roof. The side walls, they also have lots of storage capacity to put stuff in. Here you could use this for maps, books, storage, but my daughters use it for their iPad, so they can watch a couple downloaded movies here when we're camping out. It ties off to these clips on the side. The top of the tent has a nice little canopy. You can put a lantern up in it, keys or whatever you would like. This tent runs roughly $750 to $800. I had a great deal on this tent. I get it for roughly $600. It was on sale last year through Bass Pro, and decided to grab it. It's a great tent. I'm 6'2", so in the tent I get lots of room to move around. I can go backward a ways, so most of the tent I can go around without really having to crouch down and hitting the top of the tent. But it's a huge tent inside. It's not your average Walmart or Canadian Tire tent, and the differences are this thing is waterproof. The winds we had here on Friday were very strong. The rain was coming down in buckets. Now, the way the tent is looking right now, you wouldn't even know that it was raining or windy out. It stay the same way. Like this tent, when it's tied down right out of the box, you don't have to waterproof it. It's already waterproofed. No leaking. Within 5 minutes of it raining, I was out here and I was just sticking down the sides a little bit better because I was in a rush trying to get this up. But I was drenched. I was absolutely soaked, and I was like, there's no way that the inside of this wouldn't be wet. And I went inside, not one drop of rain. Now, this thing is amazing in the rain, amazing in the wind. That's why it's a 4-season tent. I mean, when Cabelas made this tent, they put a lot of thought behind it. Now the fly, it does have one downfall. These hooks, they're great. They fasten into the bottom of the tent. But when you're putting this onto the tent, these hooks grab hold of every pole and every piece of material it can hook onto. And so it can be a little bit of a pain in the back to get this up over the tent and in one shot. You usually get snagged on these. This is the skeleton of the Alaskan Guide tent from Cabelas and Bass Pro. It has 7-pole construction. It has 6 for the main frame, 3 across the top and 3 across the sides where they cross over and they make like an igloo shape.